Danny,
Hi.
Manicomio
Quattro.
4.
Manicomio, Madhouse 4 really.
Yeah, so
The
in
Silent
English, is
4
that
or
what it
something
is?
like that. Yeah. Because it's free and everyone's a free spirit, so a mad spirit maybe. So we've each got a number. I'm number 4
Why are you number 4?
because 4's a lucky number of mine, and I've grabbed it.
Nice. Tonight, how did you feel?
Well, it's a new band, so it was exhilarating, to be honest. I mean, the idea of I've watched many bands. I love music. To go and see bands is what I've done all my life. Everything that that I love to do. The idea of just getting up on a stage, or this was some sort of balcony wherever we played, but and playing your own music, it's just unbelievable. Having your things to say, there's nothing else like it, It's everything I imagined. What I really loving music like I do, it's everything I thought it could be,
With an Italian, obviously you must be the only English element in this band.
Yeah. I mean,
how does the Italian-English thing work?
some songs even mixed, but it works that it has to be an Italian thing. So the lyrics, which are important, are I've got something to say about politics or whatever, about Italian politics, Italian way of life. So in that way, but the music is, I mean, it really goes back to the early music that I loved, and I mean, it's not punk or anything, but it's that free late 70s, early 80s, late 70s. Just get a band. You don't really know how to play or whatever. The idea is just get up there and do it together.
You got Thin Lizzy clearly there
Which isn't
on the
fun,
front.
man.
On the front of your
Yeah.
t-shirt. I mean,
Well,
what
that's
they
what-
mean to you,
Yeah, I mean,
drumming wise.
because
on a drumming perspective, what did?
Well,
Thin
Brian
Lizzy-
Downey was a brilliant drummer, and I appreciated it more, even taking up the drums, because he was an underrated drummer. He was never in the sounds or enemy things. Brian Downey would never be in the top 10, but he is a really good rhythm drummer. But I like simpler drumming even than Brian Downey. I mean, to play, I just I love I love steely drum. I love just doing the right thing at the right time, just keeping time, something that I think I can do. But I mean, I just putting the right notes in the right place as opposed to speed. But Thin Lizzy is more Phil Lynott, who's a hero of mine. Not so much Brian Downey, let's say. But I ever said if I play, I will put a Thin Lizzy t-shirt on. One thing that I love, the Darkness guitarist who did, put Thin Lizzy t-shirt on the too. And I just wanted to do things that I saw. I love bands who put a t-shirt of another band on. I love watching bands. They got that.
What's the next progression for the band?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't formed that long, 6-7 months, and songs came easily. At least, we've got to get something down and get the first album out. Do it properly, probably in a local studio, low key thing. But get these songs that we played tonight, mostly get them down, and. For us, it's just to grow together and have fun. I mean, I just want to see bands when I play. I like to see bands who have fun. And you can say this band was better than another, but you don't want to see a band that doesn't enjoy themselves. I want to see a band that enjoys themselves. That's what we want to do. We're friends, but that doesn't mean a goddamn thing, but it does.
Yeah,
to me it does.
In fact, what is the friendship throughout this band? How far does it go? What does it mean? Is it everything?
The friendship, yeah, because the band started because of the friendship. It wasn't a question of meeting up with play. I mean, I started to play drums, and other people tagged along, picking up instruments because they wanted to maybe play together. That's it, And then somehow, some sort of musical feeling happened that we could actually write stuff and do stuff together. But I mean, the idea, I just want to, you know, how it, you know, if anyone wants to just do something, play music, obviously you know, you do things for money now, but you've got to have a good time in this world, in this life. I'm old enough, I know that. You've got to just do things that make you feel good. Music always made me feel good. To play is just unbelievable.
So the best song you played tonight, what would it be for you? For
me, there's a song we do called Dublin, which I mean, we've been, obviously as a group, friendship, we've been to Dublin. It's a sort of light and dark song in terms of lyrically, you know, what it's like putting on a pedestal when you can have a good time somewhere, and maybe you never attain it again. But and it's just a good track. I like it. It's not the best drumming particularly track on it. It's not for me, but I mean, I just like the drumming. I like the track as a whole, sort of thing, and the idea. I think that went down well. Maybe a bit shot at the end, too many beers, but there you go.
As a unit, how do you feel, and how do you feel you transgress throughout the development of a song? Does it work live in terms of you practicing and live different?
Every time we play, it's different. It might be a different speed. It might be a different emphasis on one thing. Yeah, I mean, it's different every time we play. There's no particularly set thing. There's another thing, and then you end up. Hopefully, you start from A and you get to Z.
You came out and sang a couple of songs on your own. Do you like jumping out from behind the drums and singing them yourself? What would you prefer?
I just wanted to drum, to be honest. But I mean, certain things are written in. I wrote some lyrics in English, and obviously to sing in Italian. And Italian singing English is sometimes laughable, so it's best if I do it. People say I can sing, but I don't really like it. No, I prefer to drum.
Inspiration-wise, singing, who would you go for?
I mean, I got my favourite singers who I really love. I love Glenn Tilbrook as a voice. I just think if I was going to sing a pop song, I would like to sing like Glenn Tilbrook, that particular song. I think you can get away. If I wanted to sing a rock, you know, if I wanted to sing rock, I'd say I like Bryan Adams. I mean, but I don't particularly want to be Bryan Adams at all. But I just think they got two great voices. One as a pop singer, one as a rock singer. You can just do the whole routine with them. So to try and get to them, you know. But then I mean, you know, then it will vary. Like Van Morrison when he does swing, or I love soul stuff. So you know, there's many singers.
If you had the choice throughout the world of a producer to work with on this album that apparently could be being recorded, who would you want to work with? Who are the few people that you'd nominate?
I'm sure people would have different ideas. They would have different. I mean, I'd like to look. I mean, you know, I love with the style of drumming and that. I like, as I said. I mean, although they're rock stuff and even sort of thing, but I would like to work like with Steve Levine, who works like with Simply Red. I mean, I like that because it's more soul-y. So the bass and drum would be up front, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But Vic, the guitarist, would would not like that. He'd prefer Mutt Lange or something, you know, more on the rock stuff. But I would work with something like that if I had a choice. I would like to try, you know, see what they would come up with, what sort of sound.
Clubs happening, people and culture
it would come out different. But I mean, I know, yeah, you know. But then, you know, I mean, it's a pipe dream.
And I don't know, for anyone else that doesn't know
Manicomio Quattro, everybody. No, I mean,
what would you like to say?
I just want to say how good it is to form a band, maybe with friends, just get up there and play. And people appreciate seeing people getting up, you know, wanting other people to have a good time and doing your own stuff. I think doing your own stuff is everything. Here in Italy, everyone does covers, so it really, you know, 90% bands of covers is something that I just, English music, obviously, everyone tries to do their own thing, and that's good. And that's what, I mean, that's the music I'm born up with, and that's what I love. So just getting up there, doing it, and, you know, having a good time.
And one last question. 3 songs, any songs of all time, what would you tell music news listeners to listen to that you just love personally?
Well,
off the top of your head, right?
If I pick one off the top of my head at the moment, I'd say Warriors of Thin Lizzy, a track called Warriors. I'd say Time Out of Mind, Steely Dan track, and a track that I picked as because as you've been in a band, you know, wanted to do the band thing. I want to play music beforehand that I like. I picked The Doors, Love Me 2 Times.
Nice. Thanks a lot, Danny.
Thanks a lot, Marco. Please.